It's 7:33 in the morning is what it is. Today is Saturday, June 6th. Birthdays today. We got some birthdays today, our top big shot birthdays. Singer-songwriter Gary U.S. Bonds is still out there somewhere. He's 81 years old today, so he's going a little bit slower than he had been. Country singer Joe Stampley is 77 today. Actor Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. He's 73 today. Singer Dwight Twilley is 69. Actress, comedian Sandra Bernhard is 65. Much better actress than she is a comedian. Record producer and musician Jimmy Jam. The time, he is 61 years old today. Comedian Colin Quinn, he was on Saturday Night Live. He did the news update. He's 61. Paul Giamatti, an actor and son of a former baseball commissioner. He's 53 years old today. And singer Uncle Kracker is 46 years old today. Those are the big shots. Got the local people coming up next.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alex Hernandez, J.C. Cruz, Lauren Jensen, Judy Duflock, Raymond Uribe, Karina Martinez, April Kirby, David Garcia, Valerie Moore, Carlos Nava, Elise Renee Perez, Frida Gran, Guadalupe Mesa, Heidi Bennett, Jason Wheatley, Rosemary Rubio, Alexis Tombach, James Perez, and Greta Vargas Lancaster. Happy birthday to every single one.
Kxo AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's time for the World in California News headlines, brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales and service, call the experts at Locke Air Conditioning.
CBS News Update. A massive protest is taking shape in Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser.
There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of distrust of police and the government. There are people who are craving to be heard and to be seen.
Mayor Bowser has named the streets around the White House Black Lives Matter Plaza, painting the words in giant yellow letters down 16th Street. Tribute to George Floyd at a public viewing and a memorial this afternoon in Rayford, North Carolina. Hope County Sheriff Hubert Peterkin.
Please be patient. We're going to get you through as quick as we can.
A massive protest in D.C., as we said, and California Governor Newsom has ordered state police to stop using the carotid restraint that led to George Floyd's death. Officials in the city where he died had voted to do the same. CBS's Jamie Yukas.
Yesterday, an emergency meeting at the Minneapolis City Council agreed with the state to make sweeping changes, including banning the use of chokeholds.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Locke Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Locke Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Locke Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Governor Gavin Newsom spoke on racism and the recent protests yesterday.
We have a hierarchy of values in this country that diminishes certain people based on their color of the skin. And we have perpetuated that hierarchy for centuries in this state. And we need to own up to that. And we need to foundationally rip that out of its root.
The city of Sacramento will be under an 8 o'clock curfew again this weekend as officials hope to prevent the violence and looting that riled the capital city last weekend. Councilman Steve Hansen, though, wants to have the restriction lifted or modified.
Many of my constituents who are at the heart of where these protests are occurring, they've asked me to allow them to be able to walk their dogs after 8 o'clock, to not be afraid to go pick something up from a neighbor, to be able to run to the grocery store, to just conduct their normal lives.
California currently has 126,279 coronavirus cases and 4,538 deaths. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And your World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
Augers, trenchers, blades, brooms, shredders, mulchers, hammers, compactors, planers, rollers, rakes. That's just a sample of the more than 100 attachments John Deere offers for skid steer and compact track loaders. The added versatility provided will help you win more jobs. And with the universal self-cleaning quick attach system, you can switch from one type of attachment to another in no time flat. Your John Deere dealer can help you choose the right attachments to help you run your world. Visit johndeere.com/compact attachments to learn more.
I never chose to become a gambling addict, but what I did choose was to get help from a professional counselor. Admitting I was powerless to solve my problem, that opened the doors. I thought I was beyond repair until I called 1-800-GAMBLER and was provided life-changing resources and referrals at zero cost to me.
For no-cost gambling addiction counseling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text SUPPORT to 53342. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
And it's time for your page one of the local news. It's page one of the local news. Service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, in Brawley at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and in El Centro on Imperial Avenue, and right next to Food for Less. In the news this morning, haystack fires. The firefighters struggled with burning haystacks last night. The first alarm went out at about 7:15 p.m. with all El Centro Fire Department stations responding to the burning haystacks at the Wilbur Ellis Company on Dannenberg and Dogwood Roads, right across from the Imperial Valley Mall. Second and third alarm were issued almost immediately, and the fourth alarm went out shortly before 8 p.m. Due to several fires burning in the other areas of the county, manpower and equipment from the other valley departments was in short supply. Imperial County, Westmoreland, Kxo, and Hopeville fire departments responded, as did an engine and crew from the city of Yuma. Dogwood Road was shut down due to the heavy smoke and because firefighters were running hoses from hydrants across the road. American Red Cross also responded to provide support for firefighters. A fire, as of this morning, was still smoldering. The California Highway Patrol says it was a single vehicle collision. CHP received the call at just after 3 yesterday morning. They say the fire personnel were also called to the scene. Highway Patrol says a 54-year-old man from Victorville, California, was driving a 2005 Chevrolet pickup. He was headed east on Interstate 8 near Mountain Springs Road. CHP says for unknown reasons, vehicle left the south road edge of the interstate. It traveled across the right shoulder and down the embankment, impacting mountainous terrain and burst into flames. When the Highway Patrol arrived, they say the vehicle was fully engulfed. Driver was trapped inside the vehicle and suffered fatal injuries. CHP says they are continuing to investigate that collision.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
COVID-19 death toll increases. This, according to the latest update, Imperial County Public Health Department released the Friday report at 9:30 a.m. yesterday morning. According to the report, there are now 33 deaths as a result of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That is 3 more than was reported on Thursday. Friday report indicates 15,121 patients have been tested for COVID-19. 2,568 of those tested positive. Of the positive tests, 1,560 have reportedly recovered, leaving 975 active cases in the county. Kxo has reported 853 positive COVID-19 cases. El Centro reports 711 cases. 455 cases have been reported in Brawley, 221 in Imperial. There have been 120 COVID-19 cases in Holtville. This weekend, the Imperial Irrigation District is beginning the third wave of a voluntary on-site shelter-in-place program for a core group of employees to ensure the reliability of the district's energy system and to keep employees safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. IID is California's third largest public power provider, serving 155,000 customers' accounts in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys, representing a population of approximately 450,000. The third phase of the district's sequestration program will involve 10 employees who will work 12-hour shifts over 21 consecutive days, housed as designated critical IID facilities. Housed at designated critical IID facilities 24 hours a day. The sheltered employees will continue to maintain the district's essential energy operations, which are important to customers who rely on these services in the harsh desert climate of the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. That's it. That's page 1 of the local news, the service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers and El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less, and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
Dippy Duck wants to remind everyone to stay active, play safe, and be cool this summer. Even if you don't have access to a swimming pool, there are plenty of other ways to cool off without going near canals. To play it safe, please remember Dippy Duck's rules. Never swim in a canal, never play near canals, and never jump into a canal. If you see someone fall in, get help or call 911. If something drops in accidentally, let it go. Things can always be replaced, but your life can't. Just stay away, and you'll stay alive.
And this is page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life and health insurance needs or retirement planning. Governor Gavin Newsom yesterday issued a statement regarding the death of El Centro Police Department Officer Efren Coronel. He said he and his wife, Jennifer, extend their heartfelt condolences to the family, friends, and colleagues of Officer Coronel. Death of this law enforcement hero is a painful and real reminder of the risks that these women and men face every single day protecting the people of California. Officer Coronel, 51, died Wednesday, June 3rd, from medical complications relating to COVID-19. His contraction of the virus was and subsequent death were deemed to be on-duty related. Officer Coronel served the El Centro community for nearly 24 years. He was a senior patrol officer at the El Centro Police Department and was assigned as officer in charge for his patrol team. Prior assignments included school resource officer, traffic investigations, and a motor officer, in addition to his regular patrol duties. He is survived by his wife and 2 children. In honor of Officer Coronel, Capitol flags were flown at half-mast. And Monday, the El Centro Police Department will be returning Officer Coronel home. Full honors will be given for his the procession. They anticipate arriving in the Imperial Valley after 2:30 Monday afternoon via Interstate 8 to Imperial Avenue and continuing on to Fry Mortuary in Brawley. The services will be announced on another date. The public is invited to welcome him home with open arms and embrace all that he stood for. Efrain touched many hearts and lives in his years of service, which began as a community service officer in 1994. They say the police officer in 1996 and continued until his final days. He was a proud father, husband, brother, coach, and servant. He will be sorely missed. Your weather. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
The high temperature yesterday, 95 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 68. National Weather Service says a low-pressure system will exit the region today with noticeably cooler conditions persisting through the weekend. Daytime highs in the 90s are forecast through at least Monday, with drier conditions filtering into the region. Temperatures will remain below normal through Tuesday before climbing to above normal readings during the latter half of next week as high pressure strengthens over the region. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today, highs right near 91. Breezy throughout the day, west wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies, overnight lows around 66. Breezy throughout the night, a west wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, decreasing 10 to 15 miles per hour after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday, highs right near 96, west winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies, overnight lows around 65. Breezy with a west wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 94. Breezy on Monday with a northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour at times. And right now we're looking at 71 degrees, 49% the relative humidity. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
What are your plans for the next one? Earthquake, that is. 1230 KXO has a tip for what you can do after the quake. Be prepared for aftershocks, stay calm, and lend a hand to others. For more information on earthquake preparedness, call the American Red Cross, the Imperial County Office of Emergency Services, or call us here at 1230 KXO.
And in sports this morning, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell says NFL was wrong not to listen to its players about racism. The players have released a video telling the NFL exactly what they want them to do about the activism and changing the culture in society. Now, the question is, what is going to happen in the NFL? Are they going to be kneeling? Will Colin Kaepernick get a job? Nobody knows. Well, the future will tell. Drew Brees has stood by his apology over flag comments in response to President Trump. President Trump had tweeted saying that he should not have apologized about his statements of not disrespecting the flag. The New Orleans Saints quarterback said that he found out later by talking to others that that's not what it was all about, and he apologizes for making it sound like it was. And to the president, no, he will not change his mind again. Kevin Durant himself rules himself out for the remainder of the 2019 and 2020 season. He said it's best for him to wait until next season. We'll have more in just a minute.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. KXOAM1230.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And the NBA going to resume their season later this month in Orlando at the Disney place, the Wide World of Sports facility in the Disney place. The teams, not everybody's going to be playing in the tournament. It's going to be an 8-game tournament to define who will be in the playoffs. Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit, Minnesota, and New York, they are not included in that tournament. Teams are now trying to figure out how to keep their players active and in shape and ready for next season. Utah has suspended the defensive coach Morgan Scaley for texting racial slurs in 2013. Utah was suspended the defensive coordinator, launched an external investigation concerning a 2013 text message he sent that included the racial slur. Utes athletic director Mark Harlan announced that the investigation was underway. Several former Iowa football players are speaking out about the negative experience they had, other black players had while in the program at Iowa. Former Iowa offensive lineman James Daniels, now with the Chicago Bears, tweeted Friday night, there are not too many racial disparities. There are too many racial disparities in the Iowa football program. Black players have been treated unfairly for far too long. So they're now speaking up. Jimmy Johnson said that he acknowledged that he has been silent far too long. Biggest voice in NASCAR says he is going to change that. He wants to have a voice, wants to stand up to injustices. That's it. That's a look at sports. Yes, sports, we got some financial news and weather coming up.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And in financial news, stocks ended the week sharply higher on Friday after the U.S. May jobs report showed a surprise 2.5 million jump in payrolls and a drop in the unemployment rate of to 13.3% as businesses began to reopen after the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns. Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped 829.16 points, or 3.2%, to 27,110.98, while the S&P 500 rose 81.58 points, or 2.6%, to 3,193.93. NASDAQ Composite advanced 198.27 points, or 2.1%, to 9,814.08, setting a record intraday high at 9,842.49 in the process, though it ended 3.1 points shy of a new record close. The NASDAQ, meanwhile, rose 194. I think we just went over that, didn't we? For the week, Dow rose 6.8%. The S&P 500 gained 4.9%, while the NASDAQ advanced 3.3%, and the NASDAQ 100 rose 2.8%. That's your business report. Finances. We got the weather coming up.
Wash your hands. Avoid sick people and touching your face. There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
The high temperature yesterday, 95 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 68. National Weather Service says a low-pressure system will exit the region today with noticeably cooler conditions persisting through the weekend. Daytime highs in the 90s are forecast through at least Monday, with drier conditions filtering into the region. Temperatures will remain below normal through Tuesday before climbing to above normal readings during the latter half of next week as high pressure strengthens over the region. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 91. Breezy throughout the day. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies. Overnight lows around 66. Breezy throughout the night. A west wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, decreasing 10 to 15 miles per hour after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday, highs right near 96. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies. Overnight lows around 65. Breezy with a west wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 94. Breezy on Monday with a northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour at times. And right now we're looking at 70 degrees in Yuma, 70 degrees in Indio, wind advisory in effect in Indio, wind advisory up on the mountain in Campo, 55 degrees up there, 70 degrees in Mexicali, 69 degrees in Nyland. It is currently 71 degrees at the county airport, 49% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is good. According to the monitors, air quality is good throughout the region. CBS News coming up at 8 o'clock. That's next. 6 minutes of news and information on the way.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230 KXO.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in upstate New York. A massive protest is expected in Washington, D.C. today.
Definitely feeling hopeful. I have those feelings of anger. I have those feelings of sadness, but what am I here for?
Mayor Muriel Bowser has renamed the streets around the White House Black Lives Matter Plaza. The words are painted in giant yellow letters on 16th Street after days of unrest and tension in Atlanta. National Guard troops joined protesters dancing the Macarena right before the 8 p.m. curfew. A call for peaceful remembrance for the man whose death has sparked protests across the country. There will be a public viewing and memorial for George Floyd in Rayford, North Carolina today, near where he was born. Hoke County Sheriff Hubert Peterkin will be one of the speakers.
Our goal is to make sure that this family not only be allowed to grieve the way they need to grieve, but they know that we care, and we're not going to do anything to set any type of atmosphere of negativity or hate.
Floyd's funeral will be Tuesday in Houston, where he lived for most of his life. California Governor Gavin Newsom has ordered state police to stop using the carotid restraint. That's the one officers in Minneapolis used on George Floyd.
I am immediately directing POST, which is our police officers' training, to end the training of that practice.
Lawmakers in Minneapolis have voted to do the same. Joe Biden's gotten those 1,991 delegates he needs to clinch the Democratic presidential nomination. How'd it happen? Correspondent Ed O'Keefe.
Some of the states that held primaries this past Tuesday were still counting ballots, thanks to a record number of mail-in ballots due to the pandemic. In a statement late last night, Biden called it, quote, an honor to compete alongside one of the most talented groups of candidates the Democratic Party has ever fielded.
People along the Gulf Coast are getting ready for a possible hit from Tropical Storm Cristobal. Alan Cacamo secured his boat in New Orleans' Venetian Isles.
I'm hoping it's mild, but we're not going to take any chances. We're going to get the boat up on the trailer, and we'll be mobile, and we won't have to worry about it hanging out here in the 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Heavy rains have already triggered flooding and mudslides in Mexico and Central America. In the UK, Prince William has unmasked himself on a coronavirus crisis helpline.
I'm going to share a little secret with you guys, but I'm actually on the platform volunteering.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
The Duke of Cambridge revealing he's been answering text messages, supporting people in personal crisis. Dow closed up 829 yesterday. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open a new savings account with a rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage. Making the right financial decisions has never been more important. When you turn to Rocket Mortgage, we can help guide you to those right decisions now when they matter most. Mortgage rates are near historic lows, so now is a great time to call 8338-ROCKET. And if you need some extra money, a cash-out refinance could give you that financial boost you're looking for. Call today at 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com to learn more.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states and MLS number 3030.
And now, a message from CBS late-night talk show host James Corden.
In the time since I've moved to America in the last 5 years, it's really felt like the world and America has felt so divided. In the most unique way, this virus has brought us all together. This virus has shown that we are all equal. We are all simply human. This virus doesn't discriminate.
Brought to you by Allstate. You're in good hands.
Good news for yellowtail fans. Grapes in Australia have survived this year's massive wildfires.
The concern's not so much from the fires, but the smoke itself that can taint the grapes before they're picked.
Most of the smoke has come before the grapes have started to ripen.
And that's good news, according to Tony Battagleen, Chief Executive with the Australian Grape and Wine Incorporated.
So grapes generally ripen around the end of January.
And the fires were from early January, saving the majority of grapes and providing a promising year ahead for Australian wine. Scott Mayman for CBS News, Brisbane, Australia.
Hours after President Trump called out Saints quarterback Drew Brees for taking back his original stance on honoring the American flag.
I'm sorry, and I will do better, and I will be part of the solution.
Brees has posted again his Instagram address to President Trump. He says we can't use the flag any longer to turn people away or distract them from the real issues. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
It's a great product. Both my wife and I take it. I know it's working for me. We babysit every day for 2 young grandchildren. I've always been prone to upper respiratory infections. Usually I get 2 a year, and I haven't had any for 2 years. It's just wonderful. It works great.
Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code FRUITS.
Have you wanted to speak a new language, but thought it would be too difficult? Then try Babbel. Babbel starts by teaching you words and phrases that gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations. So in 15 minutes a day, you'll be speaking a new language in a few weeks. Babbel is built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with George Gale.
We're just trying to entertain people, and morality's just gonna get in the way.
AM 1230.
That's hilarious.
KXO.
1230.